Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Dr. Donna. Snap back. Snap back. What is the first thought that's entering into your mind as I am saying snap back? The first thing I thought about was the baseball caps that people wear backwards. They have on a snapback. But I'm not talking about that one today. I am referring to after failure. What is your snapback rate after failure? Did you know that a snapback refers to your ability to recover quickly and effectively from a setback, a mistake, or disappointment? It's a form of emotional and mental and behavioral resilience that allows you to return to a stable, improved state after experiencing failure. That's what it is. I'm a snapback. I am going to snap back. And here's a detailed breakdown. So at its core, it means bouncing back with strength, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose after failure, after that mistake, after that setback. You know what you do? You snap back. From a psychological perspective, it's resilience and grit and growth mindset. And I have a Real Leader Brain that talks about grit. And grow continually is one of the 74 principles of real leadership. And when you have those neural pathways wired, you are going to snap back, bam, quickly. From a neuroscience basis, it is engagement. It is amazing. I was about to put my hand here, but I forgot I had my brain t-shirt on with it. This prefrontal cortex. And this is where all your rational thinking resides. And then the regulation of the amygdala in this temporal lobe. You know, if you don't have emotional regulation, that amygdala is going to pop off. But when you snap back, every time you snap back, this gets stronger and this gets regulated. This gets stronger and this gets regulated. And then finally, from a behavioral perspective, taking responsibility and learning from the experience, resetting your goals and moving forward. Grow continually, a principle of real leadership. Failure is not an option. Quitters never win. When adversity strikes, strike back. All of these are principles of real leadership for you to snap back from that situation. Now, here are some key characteristics of a strong snapback. Quick emotional recovery. You don't dwell in defeat or self-pity for long. You don't let this right and left amygdala take over. And now it's like, ugh! And the left amygdala is like, I told you that wasn't going to go right. I told you that wasn't going to go right. Next thing you know, you a year in from one setback. I give myself 15 minutes. I suggest you do the same. And I sit in rumination. I take my composition notebook and do a brain dump. And the best thing that I do is I assess the strategy because I can look at where it went left, what caused the problem, and now I know. And then I build a better mousetrap. 15 minutes is plenty of time to sit there and go, okay, this went bad. All right. Hey, man, why me? And all of that. And now you got to get back on it. You got to snap back into it. Cognitive reframing. We talk about cognitive reframing on the lives all the time. And so you reinterpret failure as feedback, not finality. So, okay, let me take what I can extrapolate from this. Where is my strategy needing improvement? What do I need to start, stop, and continue as I grow forward? Action-oriented mindset. That means the whole brain has to be working together. So you take the next steps instead of freezing. And we talked about this as well. And it is the 1-minute start rule. And it's regarding procrastination. Because what happens is when you have a failure or something, you can't recover quickly. Because it's like, oh my goodness, what happened? So in order for you to snap back, you're going to do that 1-minute start rule. You're just going to start the next step for 60 seconds. And that gives the prefrontal cortex time to take over, get your cognition back, and calm this amygdala down. You're going to regulate that emotional center so you can actually, snap back. And then you want to have an action-oriented mindset. And I mentioned that, to take the next step, because you don't want to freeze. Remember, the amygdala is fight, flight, freeze, or peace. Flight, fight, freeze, or peace. And so if you freeze, now you got fear, paralysis, analysis. Now you're trying to reassess everything. So you don't want that. You got to snap back into it. And then you want empowerment resurgence. So you often return with greater determination because now you know that was a setback, but that's okay because I can come back. That was a failure. I made some mistakes, but now I'm snapping back into it. I'm getting back into it, and I'm bigger, better, badder, and bolder for having had that amazing experience. And then finally, learning integration. You extract lessons to avoid repeating the failure. The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You don't want to do that. So now you understand that doesn't work. I'm not going to do that again. So here are some related phrases just in case snapback isn't something that resonates with you. Bouncing back from adversity. Oh, I'm in my bounce back season. This is my bounce back season. You can say, oh, this is just me building resilience under pressure. That's all I'm doing. I'm building resilience under pressure, and pressure makes diamonds. And then you can have a comeback mindset. I'm a comeback kid. And finally, you can say something as simple as this is merely a mental reset. And while I sit in my default mode network, I am just going to assess myself, and then I'm going to give myself credit for moving forward, and that's going to release a nice natural dopamine in the nucleus from the nucleus accumbens, and you're going to take that situation and snap